Hey everyone, ready for a really cool deep dive today?
Sounds good to me.
It's February 2nd, 2025, and we're going to kind of blend astrology and tarot together
Oh, interesting.
for your personalized cosmic roadmap.
Yeah.
And to help us with this, we've got insights from High C,
Okay.
who you can find at tarot by hic.net.
Cool.
So kind of the basic idea today is that we've got, this
Okay.
daily astrology forecast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we've also got like a tarot card reading.
Oh, cool.
And we're going to see how those two kind of play together
Sounds fun.
and give us some themes and ideas for the day.
Okay.
But what I really want to do with this deep dive is like make this stuff like really practical.
Okay. Yeah.
Not just like, oh, this is what the stars say,
Right.
but like how can we actually use this information,
I like that.
to kind of move through our day.
Yeah. Awesome.
So let's maybe start with this astrology forecast. It's talking about like a real surge of like bold and courageous energy.
Oh, wow.
And it also mentions like, optimistic plans and kind of like pushing boundaries a bit. So what do you think when you hear that?
Well, I think about taking action, like really doing something with that energy,
Yeah.
Like it's there, so use it.
Right.
But there's also this reminder that it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay. Yeah.
So we got to be mindful of that too. It's not just like rushing into things.
Right.
Like you have to be prepared.
Yeah.
And the forecast also talks about like the wisdom of slowing down.
Okay. Like it.
So it's like this balance between that like bold action,
Yeah.
but also being thoughtful about it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And it even talks about
Yeah.
kind of listening to your intuition
Yes.
and keeping an eye on the big picture.
Right.
So I guess my question is, how do we balance those things?
It's tricky.
Right, like with not overthinking.
Yeah, it is tricky.
Because I know I can fall into that trap.
Totally.
Like sometimes
Yeah.
I'll just think myself out of, actually doing anything.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
Well, I think it's about finding that sweet spot,
Okay.
between your instinct and having a plan.
Okay.
Like, don't ignore your gut feelings, but also don't just like jump without looking.
Right.
So it's like a dance
Yeah.
between those two things.
Gotcha.
But then, to kind of add to all of this,
Yeah.
we've got this Three of Pentacles card
Okay.
from the tarot, and it's all about teamwork and collaboration.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So like it's interesting to me because like this astrology is talking about
Yeah.
bold action, right?
Right.
But then this card is like, well,
Work with other people.
yeah, like join forces.
Yeah. Like don't try to do everything on your own.
Yeah, okay.
And it's saying that, like,
Yeah.
today, collaboration is really going to be key
Okay.
to getting things done.
So maybe instead of like quitting my job,
Yeah.
I should like talk to my
Yeah.
coworkers about like,
Oh, right.
a new project or something.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And even the astrology talks about
Right.
lively conversations
Yeah.
and, different points of view.
Yeah.
So it's like those discussions, like you're saying, can
Yeah.
lead to something really great.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
this tarot card, right?
Yeah.
It also talks about these like
It does.
building blocks for success.
Yes.
And I was just curious, like,
Yeah.
how does that kind of connect with what we're talking about here?
Well, it's suggesting that, like, the things we do today, especially when we work together, they can create a foundation for, bigger things down the line.
Oh,
It's
so
like
like-
each action is like a brick,
Right. Okay.
in this, like, structure of success.
Gotcha.
And the astrology also talks about that.
Yeah, it does. It talks about like,
It does, yeah.
small steps
Yeah.
leading to,
To big progress.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it's kind of like not, expecting
Well,
everything to happen overnight.
Right. It's a growth spurt,
Yeah.
but one that needs, time
Yeah. Okay.
and attention.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess what does
Yeah.
that mean for, like,
It's a good question.
the listener, right? Like their
Yeah.
goals and their projects.
Well, it's like prompting them to think,
Yeah.
okay, what foundations am I laying today?
Okay.
And how are those going to support me
Right.
in the future?
Yeah. No, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think to recap,
Yeah.
this is a day
Yeah.
for bold action, right?
It is.
But also
so
for being smart about it.
yeah, careful consideration.
Yeah.
Right. And then also collaboration.
Yes.
Right? Like understanding the power of
Of teamwork
yeah.
and those different perspectives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then also that steady,
Yeah.
step-by-step progress,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Like understanding that,
That Rome wasn't built in a day.
exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Exactly.
Any final thoughts for our listener?
Well, as you move through your day today,
Yeah.
just think about like what areas of your life
Yeah.
could really benefit from, working with others and where that patience and that persistent effort is really gonna pay off.
Awesome. Awesome advice.
Yeah.
And, for more insights,
Yeah.
make sure you check out High C at tarot by hic.net. And we will catch you in the next deep dive.
Sounds good.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.